Okay guys, so the last thing is going to be adding our code and testing everything out to make sure it's exactly how we want it to be. So to start off, we're going to click on our yellow events tab, and we're just going to click an empty spot on our player to add this code. I'm going to add when I receive 2. I'm going to go into looks and add a show. And then underneath them, I'm going to go into control and add a forever. So inside here, we're going to add a switch costume to. So we're going to go into looks, and we're going to start with our first costume. And then we're going to go into control and add a weight and change this to 0.05. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is just redo this code for every costume that we have up until our costume 4, because we're not going to use it. So I have 6, so I have to make sure that I have enough for each one of those costumes. A quick way to do this is if you hover over the switch costume that you have, you can right click and duplicate it, and you have your next set that you can put right below. I'm going to go ahead and change this to costume 2. I'm just going to continue repeating that. Change that to 3. Change that to 5. Change that to 6. Perfect. So once you're done, you can go ahead and test your animation. If you find it that's a little bit too slow or too fast, you can always adjust the time for each of them. And just make sure that they're all the same time, just so that it's all taking the same amount of time between each and every costume change, just so that it doesn't look weird that, okay, first it changed a little bit, but then it stopped, but then it continued because you added different times for each of them. So just pick one time that you want to try out, do it for all of them. If you don't like it, change it again and keep playing around with it until you find the time that works perfectly for your animation. I'm just going to click on my green flag. I'm going to play. As you can see, I can see the animation. Maybe I might want to make it a little bit more so you can see kind of the wings opening up more, because you were able to see it's just a little bit harder. I can make this a little bit bigger too. Okay, so that looks good. All right, awesome. So once you're done and you're happy with it, you are all set. And with this, week 2 is done and completed for our game.